Good morning. Welcome to episode 2 of Ginger Rants. I'm going to give people about 3 minutes to get in here, and then we're going to listen to my rant for today. So just wait. It's coming. It's going to be lit. I have a lot to say on this particular subject. I've kept it a surprise, as I will do with all of my Ginger Rants. I won't tell you what the topic is. I'm just going to say Ginger Rant episode, for this one, episode 2, and so on. And then when we get in the live stream and get going, that's when I'm going to talk to you about what I'm ranting about. So today, rant about, I feel like most people agree with me. For about 2 more minutes until everybody has a chance to get in here. I'm going to go talk to my devil while I wait for you. All right. So please, on the way in, like the video. Please, please, please. Comment in the chat so I know that you're here. And here we go. Ginger Rant, episode 2. So here's my beef today. They're making Coming to America 2. They're making a sequel to Coming to America, and I take serious issue with this. I'm not okay with it. That movie was absolutely fantastic, and I don't know why you would piggyback off of 40 fucking years later. That I'm right on the date on that. And I'll show you guys the picture that I saw, which set me off, and we'll go. So Coming to America I just don't like when they take a really awesome movie and then go ahead and make a remake to it. You just don't. It's completely unnecessary. Fantastic movie. Yeah, it's made in '88, coming to America. So this movie is 32 years old, and you decide now that you're going to go ahead and make a second movie. And here's the. Let me find the image that I saw of the second movie that upset me so much. Coming to America 2. I want to get one where you can see the poster. Okay. Letting this load up. I want the clarity on this picture to be a little bit better for you guys before I share it to you. It doesn't seem to want to make it clear. I can read it, but I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to, but I'm going to share the screen anyway. Okay, so let me change that banner because we're not musicking anymore. I'm here. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it's still loading up and fixing the clarity on that. But this is my issue. It's set in the same time. So the original movie is made in 1988, and it's presumably set in that time frame. And in the second movie, it's set in the same time. It's set in the 80s, but they have the exact same cast. And I'm not saying that you switch out Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, or James Earl Jones. I'm not saying you do that. I'm saying if you were going to do a sequel to this movie, you did it in 90 or 92. You don't do it now. This is absolutely ridiculous. You're having people who are pretty much, they're almost, well, they're 30 years older than they were when they made this movie. And it's not like we can't tell, okay? And then on top of that, there we go, I got the clarity right on this. So on top of that, besides the fact that they're 30 years older than they were when this movie originally came out, they're supposed to be the same age in the movie. Like, in the movie, they're supposed to be the same age that they were in the original movie. And if you see right here, like, this is them now. And I'm like, they've aged very well. Eddie Murphy doesn't look bad. Arsenio Hall doesn't look bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that you're taking two men who have aged 30 years and putting them back in a role where they're supposed to be the exact same age that they were 30 years ago. It's not going to happen. We can tell that this man is older. We can tell that this man is older. And look, the February 15 to 1386. So this is set in that time, presumably, from what I can tell. Okay, so here's the remake. Like, they look so much, obviously, they are so much younger. They look much younger. that that dad, face going on, and not to mention, how are they supposed to gonna go from raunchy Eddie Murphy to family Eddie Murphy and then back to raunchy Eddie Murphy? I don't think he can do it. I don't think Eddie Murphy Raw is making a comeback. And that's another problem that I have. Like, that movie was raunchy as fuck. I enjoyed the shit out of it, and in part because of that. Like, it's got a lot of those, because you can't make a movie the same way in 2021 that you made it in 1988. You just can't. Oh my God. And then poor James Earl Jones. Are you kidding me? You're sticking this man in not one, but two bad remakes? He already had to remake The Lion King, and that was a total fucking disaster. I don't know if y'all saw that, but that's a separate ginger rant, okay? But this poor man who was an absolutely amazing actor with a stunning career, and you're gonna take him and stick him back in another shitty remake? Or a shitty sequel? Like, come on. The fuck? He deserves better than that. James Earl Jones, he deserves way better than that. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's pretty much what I gotta say. I'm not happy about this. I don't think they should be doing a Coming to America 2. I'm not gonna go see it. I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna ruin the original movie for myself because fuck that. And I can't even believe that I can't believe they got the original cast to sign on to this. I can't believe I'm gonna make this a movie. No, you shouldn't make it a fucking movie. You know what you need to do is you need to go back ass movies that you guys made in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And how about you remake one of those instead of coming to an awesome movie and saying, "Oh, we're gonna make a sequel to this movie 30 years later." It's like the Terminator series. We had Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, and they were great, and they came pretty close to each other. And then all of a sudden, you decided you're gonna make a whole bunch of other Terminators. The fuck is that? Seriously, this Coming to America 2 movie is going to be garbage. I'm not happy about it. I don't see why any of these actors signed on to it. Poor James Earl Jones. Another shitty remake. I just can't even. And no. They're 30 years older, but they're supposed to be the same age. It's set in the same time. No, absolutely not. That's what I got to say about it. Ginger rant over.